Students, in the last lecture, we all had already discussed about the multiple allele, but in that we have learned about the blood grouping. So, in the case of the multiple allele, we have seen that the allele. Now, see, when we talk about allele, that means the gene in one gene's various form. Okay, so in the case of the multiple allele, we have learned two example. You all remember we had already discussed about the rabbit coat color, and in the case of the blood grouping, in the case of the rabbit coat color, we have seen that the this coat color alleles were having the level of dominance, but in the case of the another example, we have discussed about the blood grouping in which the A and B were co-dominant, and they both were said to be dominant because if they are not present, that O is the recessive one, so they were dominant on O, right? So this we all have learned. Now today we'll discuss the last example of the multiple allele, that is the RH factor. Have you ever heard about the RH factor? Yes. Have you heard about the RH factor? RH factor is the, now see, we in the case of the blood grouping, we all have seen that the blood antigen A is present, so the blood group will be designated as A. And we had already discussed about the blood transfusion, in that we have seen that the A group can transfer the blood to A people as well as the uh, AB people, right? This we have seen. So this particular thing was cross-checked. Three scientists were there: Landsteiner, then Wiener, Levin. They and some others were also with them. So they were studying about uh, they were just transfusing the blood in the year 1940, and at the time of blood transfusion they were using the rhesus monkey. So that's why this particular thing observed was named as the RH factor. So they transfer the rhesus monkey's blood into the guinea pig, and after transferring they found that there are some antigen antibody reaction is going on. Now as per the grouping system, if the blood group is same, so there should not be agglutination. So what they did there, definitely if it is the thing, it is the case, curiosity will come and they will definitely cross check. So they cross check that rhesus monkey's blood with the human, and they found that the few human, they are producing the agglutination means the clumping, okay, but few are not. So why this is happening? So with the same blood group if it is happening, so they found there is some another factor, and this factor was labeled as the RH factor, and they found that another type of antigen is present on the blood cells, that is the RH factor. So your antigen A will be there and RH will be there, so that time the person will be called as RH positive. Now see, we have learned that in the case of blood grouping, if A group is present, the person will possess the B antibody, right? ऐसा हमने सीखा है. But in this case, if the person is RH positive, they will not have the natural antibody for RH negative person. Once exposure is done, even if we are not exposed to the B blood group, if our blood group is A, we are not exposed to the B blood group, then to our body will have the ready-made antibody by default present in our body. Immune system will not be challenged, automatically the clumping of blood will done. But in the case of the RH factor, such antibody naturally is not present. It forms when the person is affected, or you can say that they have the exposure of that Rh factor. Say example that the if the Rh negative woman, okay, here I give emphasis on the woman. If that woman marries with a man who is Rh positive, and after that if she conceives the Rh positive baby, so now see, till complete pregnancy, no problem will occur. Can anyone guess why? So yes, because the baby is safe, or you can say is wrapped into the placenta, and there is no connection, means the blood mixing is not there. Mother's bloods, whatever nutrients are there, it is given to the baby, and blood is also given, but that particular time that baby will not produce any type of immune challenge in the case of the mother. But when the problem occurs, when at the time of delivery, when the umbilical cord is cut, so that particular time the baby blood and mother's blood mixes. Nowadays they are giving some type of injection and avoiding such type of situation, but it is the general case, natural case I'm talking about. But I have heard that nowadays they are just giving some type of injection, and they are making mother immune before, because at the time of delivery the situation may go worse, because again the delivery is a very painful process. And if that time, if suddenly immune system will be challenged, so it could be a very big problem. Sure, first delivery is normal, everything is okay, baby is not been harmed. But if that mother will conceive second baby, okay, and that second baby is Rh negative, then okay. But if the baby is Rh third baby, okay, if the baby is having the Rh positive blood group, so what will happen, now mother was Rh negative, she has exposure to the Rh positive antibodies, right? So these antibodies will cause the neonatal death, and this particular condition is called as that erythroblastosis fetalis. Okay, so this erythroblastosis fetalis is happening because of the Rh positive and negative marriages. So for that particular reason, this before marriage in few communities they check the blood group, that blood group is suitable or not. So this is another example. Rh factor is the another example of the multiple allele. Now today we will be talking about the multiple gene also. Like multiple allele, in the case of the multiple allele, we have seen that the one gene having the various allele of which were expressing one trait. Now, students, do not get confused with the multiple gene concept, multiple gene interaction, and epistasis. Epistasis is something masking type relationship, and it was showing minimum two type of trait, okay. But here a single type of character, it has been controlled by the various genes. When the Davenport in the year 1930, he was studying in United States of American population color, okay, he was studying the human color. So that time he came to know that there are more than one gene which are responsible for the human skin color. So he observed, now in the case of the human, I told you that the desired trait cannot be obtained by simply crossing. We have to observe whatever marriages is been done, right? So same way he observed that the marriages between the black and white individual, so after that he observed that their progeny are neither white nor black. They were mulattoes, that is the intermediate dark, you can say the brown skin color. When such individuals they married again, their skin shades are different. So he made again the probability chart. Let us also make the probability chart. Now again we will take A and B only, my favorite. Now see black skin color. Okay, black skin color is dominant one, and the complete negro black we say na bachcho. So that can be observed only and only if the individual is having the four dominant gene. Okay, so that means the individual must have capital A, capital A, capital B, capital B. So that time only the individual will be the black. So marriage, first we will start the story from very beginning, that the black male. Okay, student, I like to tell you that this multiple gene concept is also known as a polygenic inheritance, because more than one gene is involved. Many cases we all are going, soon we all are going to start with the practical genetics. So that time you all will enjoy more and more problems of multiple gene. So we'll see black male. If the male is black or negro, that means it is having the all four dominant genes. Okay, now he marries with the white female. No, I will not use this color for white. Uh, Now my paper is white, so I cannot use the white color, but I will use some shade. If it is visible, then okay. Visible like a cameraman. No, it is not visible. Let me take the another shade. Is it visible? Is it visible? Okay, yeah, it's visible. So he marries with white, and this white. Now see here, white, to obtain the white shade, the individual must have the all small alleles, or you can say the all recessive one. So he marries with small a, small a, small b, small b. Okay. So now resulting offspring will be having the intermediate skin shade, and that intermediate skin shade is capital A, small a, capital B, small b, mulatto. Okay, so let us make the gametes. We know till now that the gametes formed will be capital A, capital B. When the crossing of mulatto will be done, capital A, capital B, capital A, small a, capital B, small a, small b. Students, you also make with me. Okay, now we will make the table very fast. I will not use this color because I am going to use for the mulatto. Now here capital A, capital A, capital B, capital B, capital A, capital A, capital B, small b. You all make table fast. I know now you all can make table faster than me. Capital A, small b, capital A, capital B, small b, capital B, small b, small b, capital A, small a, capital B, capital B. Okay, now see, Negro or very, very, very dark skin color, black skin color is this only, right? Okay, nowhere else you will see anyone is Negro. Now, student, in the case of the polygenic inheritance, the additive effects of gene has been observed. Okay, irrespective of A and B. So, if the individual is having the three colors, okay, that three dominant genes. So that time the individual will be the darker than mulatto. Okay, so here three genes are there, right? So this particular individual will be darker than mulatto. Now this will also be, now here I will just write the darker. Okay, we will consider that the person will be darker than mulatto. Now here also one, two, no, only two are there. Here one, two, three dominant. Now see, I will not see here that A is dominant, B is dominant. I have three dominant genes, so the individual will be darker than mulatto. Okay, now here only two are there, here also two, here one, one, two, three. So this individual will also be darker than mulatto. One, two, one, two, one, one, two, one, one. All right. So I can see one, two, three, four individuals are there. They are, now see, one black we observe, four individual. One was black. Alright, then there were four individual. They were darker than mulatto. Okay, alright. Now we will see the mulatto population here. For mulatto, we know that two genes are required, dominant genes. So this individual will be mulatto, right? This is also having two. Now he is having, he or she, whatever, this individual is having capital A, capital B, but this is having only two capital A, but still this individual will also be the mulatto one. This will also be the mulatto. This will also be the mulatto. Mulatto is the brown type में screen shade होता है, that one. This will also be the mulatto. Two mulatto. All right. So one, two, three, four, 5, 6. So we observe 6 mulatto. Now we will see lighter than mulatto. Okay. So lighter than mulatto will have only and only one dominant gene. So this individual will be lighter than mulatto. This will also be lighter than mulatto. This will also be lighter. This will also be lighter. So we have four individual. They are lighter than mulatto. Is it or not? Now only one remain, and that individual will be the white. Now here we will not use the term albino because this is the human population, children. So albino such term is used only and only if the individual is having the xeroderma pigmentation disease and the individual is not able to produce any type of pigment. So white people are different than albino. Albino is a disease condition, we will understand here, okay? Because this white people will have their skin shade white but their hair will not be white. In the case of albino in human, many problems are there. We'll study the albinism in the later class. Okay, so this individual will white. Okay, so ratio is quite different, right? We are getting one, two, three, four, five skin shade, out of which black and white skin shade, which was the original parent shade, parent नहीं है यहाँ पर ग्रैंड पैरेंट. Okay, so ग्रैंड parental shade was observed only one and the main parent shade was mulatto. parental shade was observed in 6 number, and two more type of combination, darker and lighter than parent shade, is having the 4 number. So we can see this particular type of inheritance, and exactly opposite is that, now see, there are multiple genes, that means more than two genes, they are responsible for a single thing, or you can say the single trait, that is the skin color. Okay, two genes, they have or you can say the polygenic inheritance, it is involving more than one gene. Now many other genes are there which are responsible for human height and other things are there, but likewise opposite phenomena is there. That particular phenomena is known as the pleiotropy. I write spelling here. I will turn page and write the pleiotropy spelling. Pleiotropy is another phenomena, or you can say it is the exactly opposite of the polygenic inheritance. What is this pleiotropy? Now, see, opposite of polygenic inheritance means what is going to happen here in this particular type of inheritance. One gene will control more than one character. Understood? Now, in the previous case, we have learned that more than one gene is controlling only one trait. Now here one gene will affecting more traits, so that particular condition is known as the pleiotropy. Example इससे अच्छे से समझ में आएगा. Example, in the Drosophila, vestigial wings, this is formed because of the mutation into the gene, and this mutation causes the vestigial wings into the Drosophila, but it is a recessive homozygous condition, and if that condition occurs, so it is observed very carefully that other traits like wing balancers behind the wings, then certain bristles, structure of reproductive organ, then egg production, longevity, everything is affected if this type of gene is infected. Or if you will observe in the case of the human, the gene which codes for the phenylalanine hydroxylase, that which causes the disease phenylketonuria, if this particular mutation occurs, so this mutation will also cause the mental retardation, reduce hair and skin pigmentation. So this is one trait or one gene which controls the many traits. So this is about the polygenic inheritance and pleiotropy. Next lecture we all will be talking about linkage and crossing over. In that we will learning the various type of linkage, concept of the linkage, and there all after we will be talking about the types of linkage. For this note, we'll stop for now.